Welcome to the Be Happy Now show. Flex your soul connection muscle and be your inner guide to fulfillment and purpose. I'm Claudia-Sam. If you know that you're here for a bigger reason, this is the place to be. Together, we ditch the self-care guilt and quit the go with less fear and more trust. Tune in to living life in alignment with your full potential. The Be Happy Now show starts now. Hi, I decided to bring you in the kitchen today. I felt inspired to give you a pep talk. Do you want a pep talk? I love pep talks because they help me to tap into that vibration inside of me that is the truth, that vibration that I got this, the vibration that everything's already working out. And I do this actually with my jewelry every day. When I put on my jewelry, I have affirmations for each of the pieces of jewelry, because it's like I'm putting it on, it's like the suit, the superwoman suit that I'm wearing based on whatever I'm wanting to experience out of life. So I actually have one ring in particular that when I put it on, when I wear it, I say, everything's already working out. And it's a little bit like one of the Be Happy Now show episodes that I have about busting the myth of the vision board, or revisiting the myth of the vision board, where it's not just about like saying the thing and wearing the ring. It's about embodying it and feeling that everything is already working out. It's not just a saying. It's not just going to happen when it's actually working out. And so right now, if you're watching the video, I don't know if you see, but it's very rainy and gray and windy. And that energy, personally, to me, I don't know if it does that to you, but it feels very attacking, like invasive. And so I found myself needing to ground multiple times throughout the day today. And by grounding, I mean placing my feet on the earth and breathing in, like if I was breathing the roots deeply anchored to the middle center of the fire of the earth. And then really feeling like the energy of the core center of Mother Earth is coming up through my legs, through my upper body, and is going out through the through the crown of my head. And grounding for me is very, very necessary when I feel attacked, or when I feel like my energy is somehow lower vibe, or like lately I've been feeling it, like when I'm at a specific point in my cycle, I recognize that I'm more fragile to when other people are maybe being fearful, or their energy of what they're talking about has a low vibration. I feel it. So I need to ground myself more. And so the wind and the rain has that energy. And it just dawned on me that actually this can also be used as a very positive, uplifting energy, because it's almost like stirring the pot, right? Recreating the recipe, lifting the dust off from the ground, decluttering. It's kind of a statement of, okay, we're shifting gears. The winds are changing. The waves are going to be higher. Things are going to move from the bottom of the ocean. And as I lift my eyes, I can see the ocean through the window. I'm so grateful for that. And even when I look at the trees, now you can watch them on the video. The trees, they're being whacked by the wind. And sometimes it's not so bad, and sometimes it's a real whack. But their roots and their trunk and the thickness of their branches, they're all anchored and connected to the center of who they are, to the center of the earth in an energy way, because their roots might not be so deep that they go to the fire center of the earth. But it's that same kind of grounding energy. And so when I find myself grounded, I can feel like the wind is happening, or other people's fears are coming at me, but it's only the flutter of the leaves of my energy that's being whacked, and not my essence. not who I really am. So, like that tree that may be whacked by the wind, and some of the thinner branches and the leaves at the top are moving with the big winds, it doesn't change the essence of what the tree is. It doesn't mean that the tree now becomes something else, or that the tree, we judge it as weak, because no, it's very strong. It's just going with the circumstance that is the wind right now. And because it is so anchored deeply and healthy, nourished roots are anchored very deeply into the earth. With that, it doesn't matter if the branches and the leaves move around, because she's stable. The tree is stable. And so when I'm talking about a pep talk, I really like it because to me, it anchors me back into my roots, back into my trunk, back into the center of who I really am, so that whatever happens, even the fears and the overthinking and the ego that believes that it might not always work out, well, that's all circumstances. And when I'm anchored in the essence of who I am, when I'm anchored in the remembering, when I'm remembering that I'm enough, that I'm worthy, that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, that I encounter people and connections because it's meant to be, because there's a learning here, because there's a movement of growth, because there's an opportunity, instead of seeing it like, great, now the branches are going to fall, the tree's going to look weird, I'm going to fall apart because of this one storm. I don't want my power to be broken up because of one circumstance. I want to feel empowered by that. So, wherever you're at, imagine that I'm speaking to the part of you that doesn't wobble, the part of you that is so deeply rooted in the knowing that you're here for a bigger reason. I'm speaking now to the part of you that is so connected with the vibration of love, that is so connected to the truth of who you are, that there is no way that that part of you can fail. I'm speaking now to the part of you that can live the ups and downs of the energy frequency scale and be whacked by the wind, but because she is so anchored in her wholeness, she is still alive and grateful. Do you know that part of you? It's okay if you've forgotten. It's okay if it feels like she's so far away. I understand. There are days like that. And hopefully, that little pep talk that I'm going to share with you, maybe the whole episode gets to be a pep talk for you. Hopefully, that helps you remember that there is a power inside of you. There's a power that is meant to be accessed. Sometimes there's a season where it gets dormant. Today, in a session with a client, we were using the example of an apple tree and how, there's the dormant phase of the apple tree, then there's the leafy phase. We were laughing about a Phoebe comment about leafy. We were looking for leafy in Friends. Okay. Side note aside. And then the apple tree after has the flowers, the flowery season of the apple tree. And then there's the apple. There's different seasons, and all of these seasons have a job and they are well anchored. And so wherever you're at right now, remember that it's just a season. Okay. So let's take a breath together if you are willing, so that, it can kind of be like the circumstance is there, you're acknowledging it, but then you dial it back into your center. There is, by the way, a Be Happy Now show episode where I'm sharing a Find Your Center meditation. You can scroll through wherever you're listening to the podcast to be sure to find it if you feel like that would be a helpful next step after this episode. And on your way there, make sure to like or subscribe the show. Okay. Exhale everything. You're driving, please keep your eyes open. Otherwise, inhale. And exhale again to close your eyes. You may keep breathing deeply here. You may choose to bring your left hand on your heart and feel the heartbeat. You may choose a superwoman pose. You may choose Tadasana, the mountain pose with the arms by your side, lifting the crown of the head, whatever helps you to be in a receiving mode right now. If your mind is going to multiple places, keep focusing on your breath. Oh, wow. What a blessing that you are here, that you are here in this life, in your body. Wow, how amazing it is that you get to expand your heart a tiny bit more today. Oh, how amazing it is that you get to wiggle your toes and feel the breath in and out of your nose. You are alive. Oh, how amazing that there are circumstances that may wiggle your branches and your leaves up and around. You are alive. Oh, how amazing that you found your way right here to the center of your being. Feel your heartbeat here. This is your reminder of your aliveness. This one opportunity in this body to live at your highest capacity. That means honoring all of the energy speeds, all of the seasons of your cycle, all of the seasons of your business, of your career, of your relationship, of your rediscovery to who you are. Honor where you're at. Breathe in and out. Yes, you said yes to being right here. You said yes, and you can still say yes, even if it feels a slight tiny bit hard at times. Remember that right here in your heart space, in your center, you are whole. You are complete. You are buoyant. You are filled with creativity. You are radiant and vibrant, and you get to choose to incrementally raise your energy frequency in a most gentle, self-loving way with no pressure, because you are doing enough. You are enough. You are actually way more than enough. And we get to start somewhere. Wow, how beautiful to be reminded that right here in your heart space lies your capacity to access fulfillment and joy and happiness in any moment. Breathe in the choice of joy now. Even if there's someone going slower than you in front of you driving, oh well. You get to re-anchor and choose joy, choose the love frequency, choose to see what if it works out. How lucky am I? How grateful am I to be in this body right here, right now? And oh, if you feel whacked by the wind, be whacked by the wind. If that's your situation right now where you feel whacked by circumstances, breathe deeper. You are safe here in your heart space, anchored and rooted in the center of the earth. The essence of who you are cannot be shaken. You cannot fail. You were born a success. Love is part of who you are. Can you access it? Soften your eyes, soften your eyebrows, make space between the eyebrows. Command your brain to relax and to believe. Command your brain to believe that being is more important than doing. That by being you, you are doing way more than what you think is enough. You are so worthy. You are so loved. Breathe that in. Find a smile here at your heart. Feel the heart vibrating, pulsating to the energy of this pep talk. to re-anchor into your essence and remembering who you are. Maybe lift your arms up towards the sky or raise the shoulders to the ears and then lower the arms and the shoulders down, integrating all of this beauty. When you're ready, with a smile on your face, with the inner vision of this belonging, open your eyes to see with love, gratitude, what's around you. And the rain has stopped. Still windy, but the rain has stopped. Oh. How do you feel? Thanks for allowing yourself to receive this pep talk. This is one of the things that I love the most to do in my practice. And when you work with me, you get to be in this energy of remembering who you are. I'm here at stand for your higher self. So when I talk to those parts of you that are anchored and that get to remember their wholeness and their worthiness and their enoughness and the love that they are, well, that's all the time. Whenever fear or the circumstances come and whack you out of balance or off track, I'm here to help remind you to reconnect, because I'm not at stand for your judgment, ego, fearful self. I'm at stand for the dance that happens with the ego, fearful self and the soul loving part of who you are. And I know what's possible for you. And when you're committed to accessing what's possible for you, when you're committed to saying yes to yourself and choosing the freedom and the joy and the fulfillment that you want in your life, then I'm committing right next to you to holding you in that possibility, in that truth. It's not just a possibility when you choose it. It's becoming real. It's a choice. It just is. So we end these pep talks, these motivational spurs of reconnection, tuning into who we are by saying, and so it is, because it is. Thanks for being here. Share this episode with anyone whom you think would really benefit from hearing this. Wherever you're listening, maybe give us a review and then share the episode with someone whom you know or you have a strong feeling would be like, oh, yes, I needed this today. This is why I'm here, to help you remember your truth. And so if my invitation for you today is two things: to rate, actually three things: rate the show, like or subscribe, follow, and then share this episode with someone that their name is popping up right now. Someone might be popping up. Their name is popping up in your head. Share that with them, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Be Happy Now show with me, Claudia-Sam. Flex your soul connection muscle and be your inner guide to fulfillment and purpose. You are worthy of being you and of connecting to what stops you from living the life you are meant to live. Access more soul connection coaching at claudiasamcoaching.com.